Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another episode of Catch 'em with Craig. As you can tell, the wind is bad. Otisco Lake made the venture north. We'll have a special guest a little bit later today, but currently, just myself right now as we speak. 20-mile-an-hour winds. The station or the campground attendant told me it could be anywhere up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts. And she's like, I don't recommend going out right now, maybe launch a little later. And I thought to myself, I was like, well, I just drove 2.5 hours up north. Got a special guest coming down later tonight. Why would I not go? Let's fish. I have no idea what I'm gonna do right now. I'm in the pond side, and originally, I know there's wood back here behind me. Pond side, 6-7 foot. I figure these largies stay here. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna stay back in here and stay out of the wind. But unfortunately, you can tell it's still pretty windy. So my plan now, I think, is to cut over here, hit the causeway. I'm gonna work that riprap bank, see if I can get any resident largies. I got a water temperature reading of 45. Now this is my back transducer. I haven't put my regular one in yet. I expect that to go up a little bit. I think we're gonna be in the high 40s, and there comes a gust. So I think we're gonna be in the high 40 temperature, probably in the water. And it'll be a little warmer on the lake side over here. So I'm gonna hit that causeway and work my way down it, see what I can do, maybe with a crankbait or an A-rig or something like that. And then I guess maybe cut across. This wind is blowing out of the northwest. So I think if I go more toward the north end, there's a bunch of docks and everything. And what the lady told me at the campground was that they got 2 inches of rain last night, which increased the actual volume in this valley of this lake by about 11 inches. So almost a foot of water up overnight. One night, Halloween. Now today is November 1st, and I guess there's nothing more to say, but let's get at it. All right, boys and girls, it is windy, like I said previously. If you came to this video, looking for nature sounds and, I don't know, like splashing of water, that's not what you're getting today. It's better here because of this causeway and the breaker in front of me. However, it is not specifically a calm day, to say the least. I'm starting out spinning rod, unfortunately, because I'm throwing this storm wiggle wart. I'm gonna beat this bank all the way down. I might even throw a jig around these trees, maybe get that old sink or swim running. But I am going to see if I can get something off this bank. Interesting situation because of how bad the weather is and how quickly the temperature dropped. Now water temp is actually 52. I had a feeling that my back one was not registering correctly because it is a through hole fish finder. So my plan here is to work this bank. I'm gonna start paralleling it once I can get past this tree here. And then I'm gonna see what I can get here. Like I said, I might flip a jig into this tree a little bit, I'm not sure. But what ends up happening right now with, oh gosh, sorry for the wind already in advance. But what ends up happening with these fall largies is that all this grass that's usually in here is dead. This water is silt brown because of the rain that came through last night. Plus this pond side is habitually a silty, like brown all the time. So anyway, these largies tend to stack up on this stuff. They'll find these little pieces of anything that they can cling to once the grass is gone, and you'll find them everywhere in there. So hopefully I can pick a couple largies off up here. The conditions look pretty bad on the other side of the lake, so I might be limited to this side today, or maybe if I run all the way up to the north end, I might be able to tuck into a couple of those pockets that are up there. So not sure yet what I'm gonna do, but just stay tuned, I guess. Would you look at that? Hooks are shot, but rest of it seems okay. Always remember to clean up your stuff, guys. If for some reason you get hooked up, it's not worth breaking it off in a tree if you can go in and reach it like I just did. I mean, honestly, that took me like 10 seconds to get in there, and there's no way they were throwing a crankbait from the levee, not into that tree. So they must have had a boat. They could have easily went in and got there. They probably were just upset, probably hooked about 11 trees on the way down here, and then just broke her off. I'll swap out the O-rings, swap up the hooks, because these are pretty broken off now. And I mean, it looks like it should still clap them. Oh, I missed it, guys, but I came into this pocket here thinking I could get a set. Oh, they throw this tailspin so easily. It's got such a small single treble on it. Well, at least you got to see it. I really wasn't even, I don't know. I just changed my battery in the GoPro. I had like 4% left, and I figured while I was in this little pocket here, I could get a second to at least like calm down. You know, the wind's blowing way out there. I'm in this little pocket behind the point. So I threw out that tailspin, and I hadn't even started my camera. I just changed the battery, and that hit. And then I was hitting the wrong buttons. I couldn't get it started and dropped the fish because I'm an idiot. But that's a totally different situation. But again, that I couldn't do anything. And then the first cast on that tailspin, I picked something up. I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't a good smallie, but it was like a 2.5 pounder. I mean, they just love this bait, but that hook is so small, and if you upsize it, it hits the blade on the back, and if you leave it what it is, it's, I don't know, it's just not really a great situation. I changed it to a triple grip so that it has little curled hooks, but still isn't correcting my issue. I am still losing a lot of fish. And oddly enough, there is a ton of semi-healthy grass in here. It's super weird. I mean, that fish must have just been up there. I mean, he was basically chasing bait, I'm sure. There's no reason for a smallie to be just sitting in 6 foot of water, but that makes me think I might be able to throw an A-rig. I mean, today is awful for wind, so maybe I'm missing something. That might be the ticket, especially if they're up there fighting and eating stuff. that a fish? That's a fish. Woo! First one, guys. Little smallie. Tiny smallie taking that A-rig. Starting to plump up. Look at that, guys. It's number one. Little guy, but we'll take him. Guess I should clarify. That's officially number one in the boat. Number two, technically. I had that one chomp off at the side that you saw. You just caught the tail end of. Oh, did I just catch a fish? Did I just catch a fish on my drop? Oh my God, it's a smallie. Well, guys, I talking to my wife and caught a smallmouth. So yeah, that's different because he must have swatted at it, hooked him right in the chin. Just a little guy, but good Lord, I can't even get him unhooked. Anyway, give me 1 second, I'll throw this guy back and yeah, that little, that's okay. That little Daracoop getting it done again, guys. Just a baby, but that's number 3. Oh my God. That sucks. This is the only Daracoop I had because I only bought one when I ordered it because it was a brand new product and I had no idea how to even use it. That sucks. I have a different style. Alright, well, lost the Daracoop. I think this is Lunker Hunt's Death Stalker, I think is who makes this one. Similar bait, has that tail spin on it, but this one's a little bit heavier, a little bit more elongated profile, and this one is not like a sexy shad pattern, it is a perch pattern. It also doesn't have the thump that the Daracoop had, so it's sort of a little more difficult to even know it's on there. Although I'm hung up on something immediately. I don't know what I hooked into here. One mussel with about it's a rock with about a dozen zebra mussels on it. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Oh, this might be a good fish, guys. Or it could be a walleye. It's not acting like a smallie. I don't know what this is. It could be a tree, for the love of God. I guess I shouldn't fight the current with it as well. I think this is going to be a big walleye. Or a tree. Swear it was fighting at one point. Big old walleye. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Big old walleye. Ah, nice. 18-incher. They have to be 15 to keep. So I'm gonna tuck back into this cove and I think I'm gonna take it. This must have been what broke my Daracoop off. Bunch of walleyes down there. But my mom was really hoping to get a few of these. So I think I'm gonna keep this one and then we'll go from there. There we go, guys. You know I don't eat fish. But my mom does. She really likes walleye. It's one of her favorite. They call these the Golden Crispies of the North, the good old LFG would say. So I'm gonna set this one in the bucket here and we're gonna hold on to this guy. finally shows up as I'm loading the boat and wrapping up the day. A little too brutal otherwise.
I hope that lighting's good for you, but that's the end of the day. My mom showed up. I showed her the walleye, filleted that up, showed that off camera. I'm not interested in getting my channel, I don't know, beat up by YouTube, but not a bad day. 3 smallies, 2 smallies, 1 big walleye. Kept that for her, so that's not, not too shabby. It's at least a meal and a half, 2 big fillets. I got the cheeks out, so that was kind of fun. Never done that before. Never filleted one before. Figured I could do it. Turns out I could. So anyway, tomorrow we are going to fish up on the north end if I can. My mom is here specifically to see if she can get a muskie. So if we can get a fall muskie, that would be like her bread and butter. So never caught one before. That's why she came down, drove all this way. So I'm hoping we can get on one tomorrow. I got a spot in the north end that I really like, so I'm gonna try and see if that point will pay out tomorrow. Wind's only supposed to be 5 miles an hour in the morning, not gusts of 50 like today, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better. If you can, hit that thumbs up if you like the video, and if not, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll try better next time. Like I said, the wind was pretty rough today, and I apologize for that. But hit that subscribe button down below, and otherwise just roll that music.